You ever feel like if you stop performing, you'll disappear? Like if you don't smile, if you don't stay sharp, stay productive, stay inspiring, people might forget who you are, or worse, question your value. Let's tell the truth. This pressure to always be on is not sustainable. It's not holy, and it's not human. It's performance survival, rooted in fear, perfectionism, and the deep belief that love has to be earned through usefulness. But here's what I know: your humanity is not a liability, your softness is not a flaw, and your off days are not failures. If you're new here, I'm Theresa Noye. I work with high achieving women who are brilliant and burned out. Women who look like they have it all together, but inside are exhausted by the constant pressure to hold it all, fix it all, be it all. And I help them remember your worth is not in what you produce, it's in who you are. So let's talk about this myth of being on all the time and how embracing your humanity can actually expand your joy, your capacity, and your presence. First of all, you are not your output. You're not your output. There's a difference between being present and being performative. One anchors you, the other depletes you. And many of us confuse presence with perfection. We think being present means being emotionally available, energized, positive, and tuned in all the time. But that ain't presence. That's performance. True presence says, "Here I am, here I is, as I am, and that's enough for today." The more you honor that, the more capacity you build because you stop wasting energy hiding your truth. Secondly, imperfection invites intimacy. When you let people see your edges, your pause, your process, your not yet ready self, you give them permission to be human too. And isn't that what we're all craving? Real connection, not curated perfection, especially out here in these social media streets. Some of the most powerful moments I've had with clients came when they showed up not as their highest self, but as their honest self. That's when transformation begins, not in pretending, it's in presence. You're allowed to be in process. God works through the pause, the mess, the question, not just the polished testimony. Okay. And then rest. Rest is not a break from being powerful, rest is powerful. High achieving women are often addicted to momentum because it gives us the illusion of control. But control is not the same as freedom. And you can't access true joy if you're constantly managing yourself like a project. What if rest isn't something that you earn, but something you embody? So start by asking these questions. Where am I performing when I could be present? What am I afraid people will see if I'm not on? And what would it feel like? What would it feel like to let someone love the version of me who isn't producing anything today? You're not here to perform your way into belonging. You already belong. And you don't need a breakthrough to be worthy of rest. You don't need to earn stillness with burnout. Mm-mm. We're done apologizing for being tired. This is your permission to stop, pause, breathe, be seen as you are. Let the mask fall. Can we just take off the mask? Can we let that armor rest? Because you're allowed to be a whole person, not just a highlight reel. I'm so done with all the highlight reels. Show up undone. You're allowed to just be. And when you do, your presence expands, your joy deepens, and your power becomes real. Now, listen, I already know what you're saying. You know this, right? We know these things intellectually and we nod our heads. We'd be like, yeah, yeah, that's true. Facts, period. But embodiment, that's a whole nother level because it takes courage to live this and to release what's familiar, stepping outside of the identity that you built to survive, and to stop managing people's perceptions. Start honoring your truth. So today, I'm inviting you to start new. Activate your courage and finally take off the mask. You're not losing yourself, you're finding her. And she's been waiting.